Yes, please.
How about now? Okay. Hey, listen, thank you very much for coming tonight. We've got a really nice program, I think, planned for you. A lot of great music, a lot of variety in styles, different groups. If you didn't notice the QR codes when you walked in, that's our program. When you click on that QR code, the music list comes up. But if you create the PDF version, then it also lists all of our additional information. Our seniors and everyone else's names and stuff are in the program. So know that. That's number one. Number two, this being the final concert of the year, this is also our awards concert. So we do a lot of celebrating for this concert. What that means is, usually we just play through everything. Today, we're going to stop quite a bit and recognize some students individually, at least a couple of awards per orchestra as they come up here. And then seniors, I didn't tell you this in advance, I'm putting you on the spot. Remember, the tradition is for you to create a big long line here and come to the microphone and tell us what your future plans are. And keep in mind, we're on a time schedule. So just be thinking about that as the concert goes along, but that's not until later on. So again, I want to welcome you to the concert. We're going to get started. Basil's going to come out and take charge of the orchestra and get them all tuned. And then Mrs. Carter, the assistant director, is going to begin the concert tonight. All right. Hope you enjoy. All right, thank you very much. We're going to stop, just pause briefly for a moment and present a couple of awards and a recognition here. First thing, one of the things that we do every year is that during the spring, we encourage students to work on solos or create small ensembles and then take those to contest. And we had a freshman work on, well, we had several freshmen work on things, but this one young lady took her cello solo to regional solo and ensemble and received a 2nd division rating. We're very proud of Aubrey King. Aubrey, would you stand and let us recognize you? The other tradition that we always do on our final concert of the year is to present awards to each member of every grade that's voted on by the students. So this is now going to be the Outstanding Freshman Award. These students all voted the other day. And they have selected Basilil Asrat. And Basilil, you can correct me if I mispronounced your name, but Basilil, would you step forward and accept your award? Continuing on with our next piece, the Dance Infernal is going to be conducted by someone completely different. We have been very fortunate this semester to have a student teacher. This young man is from KU, but we still speak to him and everything. And he actually, well, I'll tell you, sometimes you have student teachers that I saw a thing, I saw a thing today where it said, you make this office really happy, either when you come in or when you leave. And sometimes you have student teachers that are like that. But this guy, I want to keep around. He's been fantastic. The kids really like him. This is now going to be Dance Inferno, conducted by Mr. Daniel Hanneman. Please welcome him to the stage. I have to thank Mr. Coughlin really quick. He has been working all day long to problem solve a lighting issue in here. And if you've noticed, our cello section has gone to the dark side. You can still see them, right? Thank you so much. No, we're going to continue on here. Like we did in the last class, we have a sophomore student that we would like to recognize as our outstanding sophomore, voted on by the students. So that this award goes to Ari Smith. Ari. The next thing I want to recognize is in the spring, not only do we have students that prepare for solo and ensemble contest, but we also prepare the orchestra to go to what we call large group state contest. The group behind me is the concert orchestra, which is a non-audition grades 10 through 12 orchestra, and then our chamber orchestra that you'll hear a little bit later is the audition group, same grade levels. We combined those two orchestras together this year. We hadn't done that for years and years, but we combined them together to go to large group this year, and the result of that was a first division rating. In fact, all three judges gave this orchestra 1 rating, so we're very proud of them, and we want a thunderous round of applause to celebrate that. Mrs. Carter is holding up our plaque. Very much. We're going to continue on with the music. This is now Eclipse, and once again, Mr. Hanneman is going to join the stage. Just wanted to add some more to our list of celebrations here. The group that's in front of you is the chamber orchestra. This is an audition only group, and we did something a little different. I mentioned that this group combined with the concert orchestra to go to State Large Group Festival, but we also had this whole orchestra go to Solo and Ensemble Festival as a small ensemble. When they performed at Regional, they received the first division rating. So we should celebrate them for that first division rating. That gave them the opportunity to travel to Topeka and try again there at State. At State, they played well too, but that's what they received, was a second division rating. They did really, really well, and I think tonight's performance might have been the one. Anyway, we're very proud of their opportunity to go to State and perform there as well. So let's give them a round of applause for the State. We also had a number of individuals that took solos to both Regional and State. I'll kind of give it away. And I'm going to have them stand and be recognized with second division ratings, Jayshell Jones and Maddie Smith, both on violin solo. And that was at Regional Festival. And then Mr. Logan Carr got a first division rating at Regional and then went on to State to get another first division rating. So we should... Another opportunity opportunity that our students have is to audition for all district honor orchestra. And when I mention district, it's not Olathe, it's the East Central District of Kansas. And we had students that auditioned, and 2 of our students received membership in the all-district orchestra that performed in December. And I want to recognize both Sophia Emerson and Logan Carr. Both of them earned that spot. I will tell you right now, this is the most difficult district in the state to earn a position in that orchestra. So that's big news and a big deal for those young people. Let's move on, and I've got Mrs. Carter wants to present an award.
Okay, so here at South, we have what we call a Triam Music Honor Society. And we have one member in the orchestra that has participated in that this year, and we have a certificate to give to Grayson Yoder.
And finally, we have an outstanding member of our orchestra that was voted on by the students. This is going to be the junior representative, Mrs. Carter. That award goes to Logan Carr. We'll get on with the music here, and if you've noticed, in the program, the music that you've heard so far is very pedagogical. It has a lot of technique and things that we're using as teaching pieces to teach different concepts and techniques and things. The rest of the concert is a little bit different from that. Not that it doesn't have some techniques to grow and learn from and improve your musicianship, but the real reason that the rest of the pieces that are on this program is because I wanted to. And the next one is one from West Side Story, one that you may know, but it kind of carries a special meaning for my wife and I, because this one was performed at our wedding. And in 20 days, we will celebrate our 40th wedding anniversary. And as many of you may know, my wife has had some health issues, and she's unable to be here in person tonight. But thanks to Mr. Coughlin, this little tower right here is allowing her to join us on this concert. So she's been able to hear all your cheers and everything, and she's hearing me say this, honey, this one's for you. This is one hand, one heart. Hope you enjoy it. some information missing on the next piece. Gone in the Blink of an Eye is a piece that I had commissioned by Dr. Jeffrey Bishop back in 2016. The Chamber Orchestra performed at the Kansas State Music Educators conference, and we asked for this to be performed, or we asked for this to be written for that occasion. When Jeffrey wrote this for us, one of the things we talked about before he put any pen to paper, actually they don't do it that way anymore, but before he wrote a note of this piece, we talked about this, and he said, you know, one thing that he's always felt, and asked me if that was the case for me, is that it seemed like things went by so fast that they're gone in the blink of an eye. And he said, I'd kind of like to use that as the theme. And I thought, that's great. And I thought, this is another good night to play this piece. So, we hope you enjoy Dr. Bishop's Gone in the Blink of an Eye.
So obviously, that wasn't what he told us it was going to be. That was Yesterday by the Beatles, if you didn't recognize the melody. We decided, as a chamber, to have a secret little get-together and, you know, perform this for you, get it all together, because we knew it was one of your favorites, and if not now, then when? On the topic of surprises and gifts, we thought now is a good time to sort of segue into that. So we have prepared something as as a chamber for you and your wife and for everyone else. So if you want to come up here, as well as Mr. Hanneman and Ms. Carter gets one, or two, I think. So if you guys want to come up here, we can do that now. So we all just put together a little basket, and it's not a lot, but it's something. I hope you enjoy it. We hope you enjoy it.
I will, and I know my wife will. And this seems to have become a theme with the bears. She loves these, and so do I. So this is perfect. This is perfect, guys. Thank you very much. Thank you. Thank you very much. I will go ahead and have a seat. I will have to say, a conductor's worst nightmare is this. And nothing happens. But this was actually worse because I did this on this piece that's really fast and heard this slow tempo, and I thought, what did I do? Is that what? I didn't give that tempo? That was awesome, guys. Again, I have been fooled so many times the last few weeks, and they got me again. I had no idea they were doing this, so thank you very much. It was very special. Thank you for doing that. That is a piece I wanted to do on the concert, and I had just decided, I've got others. So that was great to add that on there, and it's perfect. Next, we're going to try and start Gone in the Blink of an Eye. I think it left before we ever hear it.
you all know, this is a really special night. It's not only a special night because we get to honor the Olathe South students and their amazing talent and their performance and say goodbye to the seniors, but we're also, in a way, saying goodbye to Mr. Ferguson after 38 years of teaching, 35 of those being right here at Olathe South High School. And I want to talk about him for just a little bit. No bad things, you know. What's this thing about Vegas, you know, stays in Olathe with me. That's okay, you were kind to me, so I'm good. First thing I want to do, I know Mr. Ferguson has acknowledged his wife Susan, who's streaming as right now. And so she's been a part of this, and she's been a part of planning this for a long, long time. Of course, this is what Susan does. Susan takes care of Greg, and she has forever. She's the backbone of everything that he does, much like my wife is with me. She has done all of his programs over the past, probably all of mine when I was still teaching. She still does our Olathe Youth Symphony programs. So she is just amazing. I mean, she's the glue that's kind of held everything together. And if you could give her a round of applause. And one more.
Okay, now hold on. Hold on, now I'm the mystery voice by request of Mrs. Ferguson. Someone that comes deep from Greg's past of Olathe South. Back when he was young, back when he used to pal up with the assistant band director. Back at times where practical jokes were played on choir teachers and head band directors. Back when we would take students to Camier and have to check students in at a hotel at a counter behind bulletproof glass. Back at times where there was lots of fun and lots of fellowship, until Greg got rid of me after 2 years. But at which point a friendship for the next 30 years survived and continued, where Susan would call me on tough times for Greg, and I'd be there for him. And Rochelle would call me, or she would call Greg, and he'd be there for me. And who knew that 2 years would come out with a lasting friendship. So I had to be at your last concert. So Greg, the mystery voice is the old assistant band director at Olathe South, but always your lifelong friend. Congratulations on your career. I love you, Greg.
Greg, if you'll stay out here with us, that's great. And you too, definitely.
Hey, we're used to doing what we're told from our wives, aren't we?
And Mr. Hayes, if you can get on the other side of him in case he tries to escape.
Okay, I can.
Now this is where I usually don't use a script on a lot of this stuff, but this is such an important event that tonight I want to make sure everything that people would like to be said at this special thing is said. So here it goes. This is some things you probably didn't know about Greg. Greg grew up in Gladstone, Missouri, not too far from here, attended Oak Park High School. His grandfather taught him how to play the violin, banjo, and guitar. And tonight I will, Jenna right here is bringing, Jenna is Greg's daughter. Jenna will be using Greg's grandfather's violin tonight to perform. The The instrument is, they estimate to be about 108 years old. So very, very special. And, you know, I'll keep going here, but I'm just looking back here. This is obviously the alumni. This isn't the middle school orchestra, but it's the alumni orchestra. And they move a little slower than they used to. Just saying. After graduating from the Music Conservatory at UMKC, Greg would embark on a 38-year journey where he would teach young people how to perform and love music. During Greg's tenure here at Olathe South, he would build a string program that started with, get this, 7 members. Was it 7? Where'd you pick up the other 3? I was here, so I'm following all this. Yeah. That was in 1987, and it grew to over 200 members, ranking the Olathe South Orchestra the largest in the state of Kansas. So he says 10, I still stick with 7. During those years, he would lead the orchestra and individual orchestra members to numerous superior ratings, awards, and special performances, along with the always memorable orchestra trips. I went on a couple of those with him, so. Through the years, Mr. Ferguson has built lasting relationships with his students, and this is all very, very true. The caring that he showed to his students sent a clear message that their lives were important beyond the music classroom. His classes were fun, sometimes tense. I walked in on a couple of those tense moments, I think, from time to time, but always memorable. And the alumni has graciously provided some information for me. There are what we call Fergusons. And here are some of the favorites that Greg used over the year. One of them was clear as mud. I'm from Missouri, you have to show me. You know what, show me state, right? Missouri. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Now, Vikram right here, Vikram, obviously it's stuck in his mind because this guy just turned doctor here not too long ago, and so obviously he took that to heart and he uses that still to this day. Repetition is the mother of all learning. Another one is be on time, and on time I mean 5 minutes early. And finally, during rehearsal, Mr. Ferguson would sometimes say, that ranked high on the vacuum scale. That was a good one. I like it. Mr. Ferguson also became known for his infamous viola jokes. And viola players, I apologize. I don't know why they pick on the viola players because I'm trying to get him not to walk out this early. You know, viola players are always, you know, the best looking people in the orchestra. They're the smartest. And the only thing that I can think of, they get picked on because they take it so well. But here are some of Mr. Ferguson's greatest viola jokes. How can you tell if a violist is playing out of tune? You can see the bow moving. Why don't violists play hide and seek? Because no one would look for them. That one's for you, Lulu. How do you keep your violin from being stolen? Yeah, you put it in the viola case. And finally, how do you get two violists to play in tune with each other? Close. You ask one to leave. So, in closing my part of it, you see Mr. Ferguson, and he's no ordinary teacher, but he's a teaching legend here in Olathe. To all who've been fortunate enough to be called one of his students, good luck, Mr. Ferguson, with your well-deserved retirement. And you and I will be doing some special woodworking projects, I know, in the future. We'll be doing our Rockler trip, and then after that, we'll stop by Panera. We got it all planned out. I'd like to now introduce Kristen Antilla and Jenna Ferguson, who have a presentation from the alumni. And before they do that, I want to do one more thing. Mr. Coughlin, if you can bring the lights up, thank you, sir. If you are one of Mr. Ferguson's alumni and decided just to watch and not play, would you please stand and let Mr. Ferguson take a look at you?
And I'm a proud Olathe South Orchestra alumni from the class of 2003. And this is Jenna, who's been introduced to Mr. Ferguson's daughter, class of 2009. Mr. Ferguson, throughout the years, you have been such an important part of each of our lives. Not only have you shared your amazing talent and love of music, but you have also taught us all how to be better people and to live life to the fullest. I'm sure I speak for many alumni when I say most of our core high school memories are centered around orchestra and you, Mr. Ferguson. You treat each of your students like family, and tonight, your family would like to honor you with a gift of our appreciation. On behalf of the many Olathe South alumni on stage, in the audience, and watching via our live stream, we would like to present you with a gift card to your favorite store, Rockler Woodworking and Hardware. Open it up. Hopefully, this will help you get started on the road to retirement, enjoying one of your favorite passions, woodworking. We look forward to seeing some of your finished projects in the near future. We love you. Before I turn this over to Mr. Ferguson and the
Alumni Orchestra. I want to introduce a couple of other people. We've got someone joining us that knows how important this is, and it would be Mr. Ferguson's great nephew, Landon, in the cello section. Landon, if you'll stand and let us see you. And a guy that I think he got out here kind of late. He's one of the slow ones, but I want to make sure that I introduce. We go from Landon to Brandon, Mr. Ferguson's son back here, Brandon Ferguson. Brandon will be touring with ZZ Top this summer. So, and I have one question for Brandon and Jenna. How did you raise such a wonderful dad? Ouch. The alumni would like to perform one last selection with Mr. Ferguson. They're going to perform an arrangement of Danny Boy, was picked out by Jenna, because she said this is one of her favorite, or one of her dad's favorite songs, Danny Boy. After tonight, we're going to rename it Fergie Boy. So, and I do want to remind everyone that make sure you stop by, get a cookie or whatever, a bottle of water afterwards. We have a little reception going on after the concert, and say hi and congratulations to Mr. Ferguson. But here we go with Fergie Boy.
Okay, we're done. No, like I was saying, I have been surprised so many times in the last few weeks that this is just extra. Did I use that right? It's extra? Thank you so much. Will I get a chance to visit with you later? Yes. Thank you. Awesome. I know where you live. Mr. Diedrich said I've got to watch the union clock because they're all union now. And I've got to pay them extra if I want them to stick around. So it'd be worth whatever it costs. So thank you to all those that played. Thank you to all those that came to celebrate with me. This is truly a special evening and one that I won't forget ever. So thank you so much. Do you want to hear the kids play again? Yeah, I agree. Guys, come on up on stage and let's do the rest of the concert. Chamber of Orchestra, if you would sit in your places first, please. we've got to do this. One of our traditions that we've done for years and years is we celebrate our senior class that's graduating, and we have each one of them step, don't go that far away. We have each one of them step to the microphone and tell us their future plans. And I have to say, if we're starting with this guy, it should be interesting.
Hello, my name is Dalton Roberts, and I'm just going to go work right out of high school.
Hello, my name is Grace Kelly, and I'm going to go to Johnson County Community College to get my associates. Then I'm going to Apple University to major in advanced computer science and minor in cybersecurity.
Hello, my name is Sophia Emerson. I'm going to JCCC and then KU, and I'm majoring in music education.
Hi, my name is Madison Dumas. I'm going to Louisiana State University for pre-vet.
Hi, my name is Madison Smith, and I'm going to JCCC and then KU to major in psychology.
My name is Alex Schaefer. I'm going to pursue a career in content creation, and if that does not work, I will go well.
Hi, my name is Catherine Flores. I'm going to be a mechanic.
My name is Logan Schaefer. I'm going to JCCC for 2 years and then pursuing a career in videography.
Hi, my name is Anisha Varajan. I'm going to KU to major in biochem on the pre-med track.
Hi, my name is Mason Orff, and I'm going to KU to dual major in chemical engineering and business analytics.
My name is Lucas Guilo, and I will be going to KU to study chemical engineering.
Hi, my name is Matthew Carter. I'm going to go to JCCC and transfer to KU to major in accounting.
Hi, my name is Gideon Fain, and I went to Bradley University to major in computer science and minor in game development.
Hi, my name is Lauren Peel. I will be attending Iowa University to wrestle and study finance.
Hi, my name is Marco Villarreal. I'm going to go to JUCO and just try to figure what I want to do.
Hi, guys. So, Mr. Ferguson, I don't want to be rude, I'm sorry. Mr. Ferguson is my favorite teacher, and we wanted to give you a gift, just for sure. So, Mr. Ferguson loves you should yeah. Thank you.
Just the backstory on the ding-dongs. Randy mentioned a couple of the things that I say often. Oftentimes I'll look at the cello section and shake my head and go, what ding-dongs? So that's where that came from. Right, Joe? Yeah. We have 2 more awards to give. for the outstanding senior, Madison Smith. Madison. And then Mrs. Carter and I get to decide on a director's award. And we always try to choose a senior. Well, we always choose a senior, don't we? And we try to think back the 4 years that they've been with us and just all of the things that they've done, displayed, and the work that they've put in, and the dedication, all of those things. And we feel like we've chosen an excellent example of all those amazing things. We'd like to give our Director's Award to Sophia Emerson. And finally, one of the biggest traditions of all has become the Ashokan Farewell. And we've always ended every spring concert with this piece. And the idea behind it, especially if you've looked at the program, we've put a special thank you in that program to all of our seniors. And we do that every year because we really do mean that. We appreciate the dedication, what it takes to be in the orchestra for 4 years. And this is our way of thanking our seniors. And we're going to do that again tonight. We're going to thank our seniors. In fact, they've moved to the front of the orchestra. We're going to feature 3 soloists along the way, and then our senior orchestra. And then finally, we're going to include everybody. So this piece is one giant crescendo, if you will, to thank our seniors. So we hope you enjoy the Ashokan Farewell. played everything we know. I think. Thank you all for coming. Thank you for celebrating our seniors, celebrating this senior. And we hope that you'll join us in the comments area for a cookie and a bottle of water I'm ready for. So I'll visit with you in a little bit. Thank you so much again for coming, and thank you guys.